The Weight of Grace is a gripping tale of faith and family tested by unseen forces. When a devoted husband loses everything he once relied on, an invisible darkness begins to threaten not only his future, but his very soul. As shadows deepen over a quiet Pennsylvania town, one family is drawn into a spiritual struggle where hope and despair vie for their hearts, forcing them to confront the truths they've long avoided. In the wake of devastating financial loss, they must navigate a precarious edge between faith and doubt, discovering that redemption can demand the highest price. Their trials unravel everything they thought they understood about life, God, and one another, stripping away illusions and forcing them to rebuild from the ground up. This powerful story explores how grace operates in our darkest moments, when financial ruin, spiritual doubt, and family fractures converge. Set against the backdrop of a rural Pennsylvania community, it's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of faith when all else crumbles. Perfect for readers seeking stories of redemption, spiritual struggle, and the bonds that hold families together through impossible circumstances.
Another day, another door slammed shut. Can't seem to find my way. Can't seem to measure up. The mirror shows a stranger wearing all my shame. A ghost of who I meant to be. A shadow with my name. I close my eyes and I'm 7 again. In that church basement with the crayon and the pen, drawing Noah's Ark while the teacher told me true, that God would never leave us, that His mercy sees us through. But tonight the walls are closing in, the darkness weighs like stone. I stumble to the backyard your faith. There's a hand that reaches through the veil so thin, and love comes looking for you when the light grows dim. Oh, you're not alone though you've wandered far. Heaven hears the breaking of a desperate heart and sends an angel wearing skin and tears. When you call for help, love answered he. She's been pacing through the hallway since the sun went down. Knew something in his spirit had been quietly unwound. So she fell down by the bedside, let the tears fall hard and fast. Said, Father, please go find him, bring my husband back. Then something moved inside her, like a whisper made of fire, a pulling in her chest, an urgency, a wire. Drawn her toward the backyard, through the dark and dew. She didn't understand it, but she knew just what to do. And there he was, her love, her that's left and you lost your faith, there's a hand that reaches through the veil so thin in love, looking for you when the light grows dim. Oh, you're not alone, though you've wandered far. Heaven hears the breaking of a desperate heart and sends an angel wearing skin and tears. When you call for help, love answered here. And something shifts like sunrise before the dawn appears. A peace he can't explain begins to calm his fear. She's crying softly beside him, holding him so tight, and he can't feel it coming. The help, the hope, the light, the God he drew in crayons, the stories that were true. They're not just ancient history, they're breaking through her eyes, through her hands, through her faithful fervent prayer. He finally understands God was always there. Wearing skin and tears. When you call for help, love answered here. Yeah, when you call for help, love answered here. When you called for help, heaven sent you here.